Tonight, internet prankster.
Now, we're showing that your restaurant received an order of pork not too long ago that was contaminated.
He targets hotels and restaurants across the U.S. and he's living right here in Windsor. Courtroom confession.
This has been a really long journey for the family. It's an arduous one.
12 years after a teenager from Windsor was murdered, the case is officially closed. And charges dropped. Police in Kingsville arrest the wrong person. So who killed Abraham Soto Lopez?
It's not fair if somebody gets away with this.
Beautiful, a little bit of a breeze, sunny, hot. Let's do it again tomorrow.
CBC News Windsor at 6 starts right now. Good evening, everyone. The man known as Dex takes great joy in humiliating Americans. The evidence is right there on the internet, and so is the organization that outed him. Jim Lagajanis joins us live now. Jim, this is absolutely no laughing matter.
That's right, Susan. A practical joke is one matter, but a telephone prank that causes pain and financial ruin is another matter altogether. And that's what one Windsor man is accused of orchestrating, and it's all on the internet for everyone to see and hear.
He's 25 years old, lives in this ground floor apartment with his mother in Windsor's East End. And according to his landlord, he's a homebody. His name, Tarek Malik.
What do you know about the guy that lives in that apartment?
I don't know too much about him. He all the time in the room, I know that.
How do you know that?
Never go out.
The Smoking Gun, a New York City-based investigative website, alleges that Malik, or Dex as he's known online, is the mastermind behind PrankNet, an internet group that has orchestrated more than 100 outrageous telephone pranks over the last year, including the swine flu joke on a restaurant in Louisiana. And then they broadcast them live on the internet.
What they're doing is they're creating panic. They're doing this to scare people. So we called it, telephone terrorists. I know it's a controversial word to call somebody a terrorist, but they are creating terror among the people.
In one phone prank, a manager at a Kentucky Fried Chicken in New Hampshire was told to turn on the restaurant's sprinkler system by a man on the phone who claimed to be her boss.
And then they were told by this person on the phone to go outside, disrobe, and actually urinate on one another to decontaminate each other.
The KFC hoax was him. This was something that was described by him as an epic prank.
The epic prankster apparently has a lot of time on his hands.
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't work. I know that.
You know that?
He works on the computer all the time.
So, why is this only happening in the United States? Apparently, it's all about crime and punishment.
Given the jurisdictional restrictions and the way that it's being conducted with the internet, it's a very difficult crime to prove, and it will take some time, yes.
According to the Smoking Gun, Malik isn't acting alone. He has a Canadian sidekick, 51-year-old William Marquis from Toronto. He didn't answer his door today. The Smoking Gun investigation took 7 weeks, including a trip to Windsor 10 days ago. Malik hid from them then. Today,
You try knocking.
Look like he's not home, maybe sleeping.
Or on the computer.
On the computer, maybe, yeah. That's better one.
And this guy is incognito. I talked to a few people that live in that building. No one has ever seen him before. Apparently, he just stays in his apartment and plays with the computer.
And is this a matter for police here? Are they considering laying any charges, Jim?
Brett Corey told me that Windsor police have not received complaints from any police officials in Canada or the United States, but he's not ruling out a future investigation just now that this has hit the media.
Okay, thanks so much. Jim Lagajanis live tonight. Police now say there were 2 accidents Sunday night in Kingsville. They've dropped all charges against a woman from Windsor in the death of Abraham Soto Lopez, but that leaves them at square one. Tom Taylor explains.
At the El Campeon Variety Store in Leamington, Janet Curtis says she knew Abraham Soto Lopez. As a regular at her family store,